Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Ready to go now on a sunny afternoon in the East Bay. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. Fielded about a yard deep. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Stafford on first down. And Aiken with it over the middle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Raiders a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. Room here to run. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
Well, when you're able to break a run against a cover two or a two-deep zone, safeties are back a little ways. What you're counting on is the guys taking care of business up front and then maybe climbing to the second level. That offensive lineman or tight end getting up to the second level and able to block the safety in order to create a big run.
Yeah, making those linemen work with a couple blocks. They look good doing it there.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Here's Blount. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
And that's been a pretty darn good drive to start things off here in this game. Move the ball downfield well, and after that run, they're set up at first and goal.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Flushed out right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. LeGarrette Blount was the intended target, and it's second down. Second down now after the incompletion.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. 7th play coming now on this opening drive. This is 3rd and goal. And Stafford's going to take it himself. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal.
They gain nothing, and all they need are inches. Usually we put this on the offensive line, but sometimes it's the quarterback's fault as well on the sneak. You've got to get low and burrow.
Usually we talk about O-line surge, their D-line surge leading to 4th. Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. So the opening drive for them here on their home turf results in a field goal.
Now that's the way you want to get things started. Your stadium, your crowd, you've got the ball, put points on the board first, and let everyone start to celebrate.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out proves somewhat fruitful as he is able to get it across the 25 by a little bit.
Come!
One receiver right, that's Brown. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, he's got Tim Brown. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive the team towards a victory.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Brady to throw on 2nd down. And this one caught by Cameron Brate. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And this one is incomplete. The tight end, Cameron Brate, was the target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Here's Procise. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
On 3rd down, Procise. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a 1st down.
Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. Play clock winding down. Brady going to go on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Urlacher. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. And now the offense operates in the red zone. So after the Ions in trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Jordan Jenkins coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. On 2nd down, here's Brady. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. Brady now on 3rd and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Browns have taken the lead. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. 2nd down following the run. On 2nd down, here's Stafford. He's got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
So incomplete on 1st. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Second and 10, Stafford again. And he dumps it off to Blunt. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Stafford on 1st down. It's Williams on the catch. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. 3rd and long, it's Stafford. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from... Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. So the D-line's going to spread out. On 4th down, Stafford. He's going to take another shot here. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Jordy Nelson in the final seconds of the 1st half. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The final shot before half for Brady. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete on the deep ball. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll run with precise. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Brady going to throw. And he'll go out of bounds across the 35-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I've got to make sure that I don't take Tom Brady's greatness for granted, that we make it routine. How about that throw right there?
Yeah.
Another great completion.
And you know one area where he honed his throwing, he was a catcher in high school. He was actually drafted by the Expos in 1995 in the 18th round.
Wow, that would have been something to see him behind the dish.
Think he gunned down a few guys?
Gunned down a few guys trying to steal second. That would have been fun to watch.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They come out here in the eye. Again, they run. Again, it's precise. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And Brate, the tight end's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 13 yards there on the pickup. And it'll give the Browns a first down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go play action here on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. It's a gain of 14 there. And the Browns are going to have a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Shift together here from the D-line. This is Procise on the carry. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
It's complete to Brown, right side. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Brady going to go on 4th down. And it is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look fluid.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a carry for Blount. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
The defense won that play so fast that I think if the running back even had time to notice if anyone was there, it was just a blink of an eye, and there was a loss on the play.
3rd and 11. And some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Here's Stafford. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides, where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And taken right at the 35. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On 1st down, Brady. His throw caught right around the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Cameron Brate, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Boswell for the extra point.
Go, 66.
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Screen pass to Blount, and they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
For a second second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. The offense certainly looking to score some points, but they also need ball security here late as we get down to the final moments of this one. Stafford now to throw. Over the middle here to Rudolph. It'll go as a gain of 10 there. Good enough for an Oakland first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On first down, it's Stafford. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down right around the 25. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
It's caught. Nelson. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game. He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Back to throw. And he checks this one down to LT out of the backfield. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Desperation time for Stafford on 4th down. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And they've kind of got a situation here, still 3 timeouts defensively, so maybe you try to run a play.
And if you do it as safe as possible. And I think maybe even quarterback sneak. Take care of the football and make sure that clock starts to run before they call the timeout.
We'll see what they do. And tough starting field position here. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. 6 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Brady going to look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.